in the Gombe summit. That is escalating so badly, it's causing rift between the president and the vice president. What are the implications within the internal workings of the ruling party? And INEC has written to the People's Democratic Party over the planned 100th NEC meeting. We'll be giving you details of what is in that letter. Hello everyone, welcome to the program. This is Politics Today, live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Wakimale here in Abuja. So much to talk about tonight. But I won't be the one doing all the talking. My guests will be doing that. But before we get into all of what is happening, let me first and foremost let you know what is happening in different parts of the country in your political roundup stories. Let's tell you that the Independent National Electoral Commission has raised concerns over the notice submitted by the People's Democratic Party regarding its planned 100th National Executive Committee meeting, which is scheduled for the 30th of June 2025. The development was conveyed in a letter dated 13 June and addressed to the party's chairman with reference to the titled Re-Notice of a 100th National Executive Committee meeting of the PDP. The letter was obtained by our correspondent, and which we have verified from INEC, and the commission is stating in that letter submitted to notify the compliance of the party to its regulation. So they says that this is not in compliance with the laid-down rules. All right, let's now watch your political roundup stories.
President Bola Tinubu has described the new National Headquarters Annex of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Abuja as a bold reaffirmation of Nigeria's commitment to democracy and electoral integrity. Speaking at a groundbreaking ceremony in the Federal Capital Territory on Tuesday, President Tinubu described the project as a symbolic and strategic investment in the nation's democratic future.
It is only right that such a pivotal institution is housed in a structure that reflects the dignity, responsibility, and national significance of that institution.
Vice President Kashim Shettima says the administration of President Bola Tinubu is exploring private-public partnerships to close the nation's $2.3 trillion infrastructure gap. He made this disclosure at the opening of the 2025 Nigeria Private-Public Partnership Summit, the State House Conference Center in Abuja.
Your Excellencies, distinguished
Governor Sule is received by the State Deputy Governor at the Government House in Makurdi, the state capital, where he donated 150 million naira to support Benue IDPs.
This time around, we will use whatever it takes and fish out the main causes of these problems and resolve them once and for all. On the part of Nasarawa State, we also want to come in with a little support so that, because this is a very difficult period, I think, for the state.
A group under the aegis of the Isoko Political Youth Leaders of Thought have called for the immediate cancellation of the ongoing ward delineation exercise in Warri Federal Constituency, warning that it is a calculated attempt to favor one ethnic group and disrupt the political structure of Delta South Senatorial District ahead of the 2031 governorship election. Speaking at a press conference in Asaba, the chairman of the group, Comrade Daniel Omoraro, says the exercise, if not halted, could destroy the existing political balance and reignite ethnic tensions among the district's major groups. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has recommended strict penalties for 11 computer-based test centers and their registrants involved in fingerprint irregularities during registration for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exam, UTME. Speaking in Abuja at a meeting with owners and operators of computer-based test centers, the Registrar and Chief Executive of JAMB, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, says the recommendation has become imperative in order to serve as a deterrent to CBT center owners and registrants who may want to engage in such fraudulent acts.
Those who are owned by government, public institutions, they will be told officially that this is what they have done. Number two, they will give a bond, and that apology and bond. Apology and bond. That is, if they do such a thing again, that center will be delisted.
Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us on the program. So let's tell you, part of the concerns within the APC was what happened at the Northeast Stakeholders Meeting of the APC, which happened over the weekend at a meeting in Gombe State, where the endorsement of President Bola Tinubu became an issue. And it was said that the Vice President Kashim Shettima was omitted in the re-election endorsement for 2027. However, the endorsement was not unanimous, as some of the APC national chairman or some of the leaders felt that the omission from the statement of Mr. Mustafa Salihu, the chairman Northeast of the APC, refused to endorse Shettima alongside the president. The development has now led to what has become a major issue, part of what erupted in this commotion you're seeing on your screen during the meeting in Gombe State.
We want to reaffirm and also adopt the endorsement earlier done by the National Working Committee on behalf of the National Executive Committee and the convention that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is endorsed to be a sole candidate for 2027 election.
Thank you.
We have a progressive leader. We have a progressive President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the leader of our party, the leader of democracy in Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And also, we are proud of his deputy. We are proud of his vice president.